welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia and I'm the Curly Sewista. Thank you for joining me and welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen me before, thanks for joining me. I normally talk about fabric hauls. That's normally my favourite thing. I am such a fabric hoarder. Do occasionally make some stuff with the fabric as well, but yeah, we hoard a lot of fabric on this channel and we have a lot of hauls. But it's all good fun. So as the channel title suggests, a little bit of a different video for me this time, and I think it's really important. So I like to put out things that I would like to watch as well, so I won't just want to be putting out things for the sake of it, really. So I like to put out things that I would like to watch. So personally, I don't just want to see the nice, lovely, things that everyone makes. I want to see, when there's a fail, when things go wrong, because I want to be able to relate to people that I watch online as well. So if someone is always churning out beautiful, perfect, patterns and garments and nothing ever goes wrong, and it can feel, it's nice to watch those things. I love watching it, don't get me wrong, but then it's nice to see that, okay, other people have the same issues that I have as well. It's not just me, and it's nice to learn, I think, as well, from other people. And just, it's a bit of real talk, really, isn't it? So yeah, I've come home from work today and I've my little one's having a little nap. So wish me luck for tonight, because yeah, he's having a late one, so I don't know what time he'll be up till tonight. But yeah, if my hair looks a bit weird, it's because I've had it up all day and I've been at work. So fails that I've had recently, I'll tell you what I've had a bit of a fail with them. I saw the Cassidy wrap top released by Helen's Closet, and I love Helen's Closet. I've made some Gilbert tops of hers. That's the first and only pattern that I've used, but it was so good. I loved the fit of it. I loved everything about the Gilbert top. I loved the instructions. Yeah, so I thought to myself, when I saw the Cassidy wrap top, I was like, oh my gosh, I want it. So I bought it straight away, and instead of just buying it and it languishing in my folder for weeks and weeks and never ever been getting made, I actually printed it out as well. Stuck it together, and I was so eager to make it up. And I received the lemon fabric. Oh, hang on, let me show you it, because I do actually have it on my... So this lemon Lady McElroy fabric from Beyond the Pink Door, cotton lawnase. So I received that, and then I was like, oh, I can really imagine making a Cassidy wrap top from that. And then I thought to myself, right, I'm gonna do something that I've never ever done before, and that is make a toile, because recently the garments that I've been making are all fabrics that I'm not really precious about. So it's normally fabrics that I've got from Dewsbury Market that are really cheap. They're still good, don't get me wrong, but they're cheap, and I'm not really sentimental about them or anything. So I thought, I know I'm going to do a toile, because this is nicer fabric than I'm used to using recently. It's not a pattern that I've ever made before, so I'll do a toile. Now, I have had this bee fabric in my stash for yonks. Literally, it's been years and years. I got this from Colville Fabrics when I used to be on Facebook. I'm not even on Facebook. So when I used to be on Facebook, and you had to like auction thing, I can't even remember how. Literally, it was that long ago. It was pre the C word. So yeah, it's been in my stash for a long time, and then recently I look at it, like, it's really not my style anymore. But it's not awful. I'd still wear it, but it's not like something that I'm super precious about. So I thought to myself, and it's cotton poplin as well, I forgot to say, I thought, right, I'll use that, because the Cassidy wrap top takes 2 meters of fabric, and I didn't want to cut into something that had like 3 meters of. I thought I've got 2 meters of this as well, so it's ideal. It'll just use it all up. So I cut into it. It literally shreds is what I had left, and I had to piece together the things for the ties and whatnot as well, because I wanted to make the one with a big huge tie at the back. I'll put a picture up of it if I can. But I looked at other people's versions and I noticed that it was quite a deep V. Now, when I'd initially bought it and I saw Helen wearing it, it didn't seem so deep. But other people that had made it up, I'd noticed it was quite a deep V, and that's not something that I would wear. So I wanted to make the V a little bit smaller. And basically, so I thought to myself, and I didn't think about it at all. I was just in such a rush to just make it. I lengthened the bodice piece by about 1 inch, I think. Yeah, I think it was about 1 inch, because I thought to myself, you know, seam allowances and whatnot, 1 inch would be absolutely fine on either side. That would give me a little bit more coverage then. So I did that. Didn't think at all, because obviously it attaches onto the back, and then so I can show you actually. Why am I just banging on when I can just tell you exactly? So it's got grown on sleeves, so it's not got proper set-in sleeves or anything. So when I had increased the bodice length, it then didn't fit with the back of the body of the top. Then basically there was excess fabric here. So when I had that excess fabric, I was like, oh no, what shall I do? Any sensible person would have then graded out possibly. So I had it at the correct length, and then maybe just have it out a little bit so I've got a little bit more coverage here, because it does have a front facing as well. Or I could have just increased the length of the facing, but no, I didn't do that. So I thought to myself, I know, I'll be dead clever, and I'll put a little pleat over here then. So basically, let me show you over here. So this is the grown on sleeve, and then I added a little pleat over here. I thought, oh, it'll be really fancy. I've had that in other you know, tops as well, where you've got like a little pleating over here. I think like the Eve dress by Sew Over It, I've got a little pleat, and it is fine. It just, you know, seamless then. I thought I'll just iron it and it'll be like a little pleat and it'll be fine. Anyway, continued making it, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It just feels big on me. I feel like it's just awful. So I started to unpick it, and then I know what type of person I am. I hate unpicking. Well, not that I hate unpicking, but I hate altering stuff then. And then I was just so annoyed with it all, because everything seemed like such a faff, because I thought I could just unpick it, cut out what I'd put in excess, and then just sew it up again, and then maybe that'll get rid of the issue of all that extra fabric here, get rid of that silly pleat thing that I put in. And then I've just worn it again after I pinned it, and I just don't like it. I hate the grown on sleeves. I don't think grown on sleeves suit me. I just hate it. It just seems so bulky up here, and I don't think I can fix it at all. And I just think grown on sleeves are not for me. So I've got in a little bit of a huff with it really, and I kind of just scrunched it up and just chucked it to the side. And then I've decided, right, I'm not even going to make it. I'm just going to put it to the side, and then I'm going to make that Lady McElroy into the Gilbert top, because I love the Gilbert top by Helen's Closet, and I'm going to do that instead. And then when I was doing that, and I thought, right, and you know, don't want to look at my sewing machine, don't want to even look at that anymore. I know, I'll start to interface the pieces that I need to. I don't know what's happened, but now I've got all these bubbles, like these bubbles here. Oh, look at the state of that. So I've got all of that on here now. I'll have to see if I can rip it all off and then put, maybe it's too light as the interfacing. I've got some more interfacing as well, but it's just done it on all of them. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just, look at that. awful, that is. It just looks so creasy and horrific. I've tried to put really high heat on it, that's not helped either. It's not burnt or anything, it's just all bobbly for some reason, and I don't know. It's like there's some patches that are fine and then some patches that are just awful, so I need to rip that off and then try with a different type of interfacing. But yeah, I've had a bit of a nightmare with my sewing recently, and then I've also, this is totally my fault, so I agreed to do a pattern test for Jennifer Lauren Handmade. I really like their aesthetic, and I love the fact that they've got cup sizes and things as well, and I've made a couple of things before for them as well, and I really like it. And then she brought out a pattern test for the Asteria dress, and I was like, yes, I want to do it. And I'd put on quite a bit of weight as well, so it was a curve range, and I was like, yeah, I fit into it, that's fine. And then it was just before it was Ramadan as well, so I don't know, it was just before Ramzan as well. So Ramzan is basically a month where as Muslims we would fast for a month, so you eat from you don't eat anything from sunrise to sunset basically. And anyway, long story short, I lost a little bit of weight in that time, and I was literally making it over that time period. So yeah, I lost a little bit of weight, and then I've not as much as I actually want to, because I'm still heavier than I used to be, but anyway, and then I no longer fit into that curve range, so I'm like, oh great. So I've made the Asteria dress, and then in that little time frame it's again too loose for me now, so I'm not able to, yeah, I don't like it. And so I just had the poppers to put on at the front, and I've just left it hanging now for all that time. I think it's been like over 2 months now that it's just been hanging in my wardrobe, just not doing anything with it, just there, because I'm just so annoyed with it. And yeah, so then I've bought the standard version of it, but then I just can't be bothered to cut it all out again, recut the bodice. Yeah, I'm terrible for stuff like that. I get a real huff on if something doesn't go how I'd like it to go in sewing, and then I'll like not do it. I know it's really silly, it's really childish, because that's how you learn, and you know, right at the beginning I was making mistakes, but especially now when my time is so limited at the minute, and I literally have little pockets to sew, or little section, you know, half an hour here or 15 minutes here. When something is a major fail in my eyes, then it just feels like, oh well, what's the point, you know? It's meant to be a hobby that I really enjoy, but I also get something out of at the end of the day as well. So yeah, I've just been feeling a little bit disheartened with it at the minute. I feel like everything I've been doing is just going wrong. Like I said, that even when I was like, right, let's do a tried and tested, let's do the Gilbert top, the result is then this issue with the bubbles on this. So yeah, I don't know what's going wrong at the minute. Yeah, sorry if this is a bit of a down video, but real talk, like I said, I mean, I could fix the Asteria. Hang on, I'll show you. So this is the fabric that I have made it in as well. So it's a brushed cotton that I got from Pound Fabrics, and yeah, it's really nice and cozy as well. So I suppose recently it's got quite warm, and I've thought to myself, I really can't be bothered looking at this either, because again of the fact that it's really warm. So why would I be wanting to make up something that I'm not going to be wearing? But yeah, this is it. It's just really, I mean, has it got darts and everything, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. It's got darts and everything. It just needs the poppers putting in, but it's just really loose, really loose for me. Yeah, I probably don't even like the sleeve length either. I probably would have liked a longer sleeve length, but that's by the by now anyway. And then I've had it hung up, kind of saying to myself, well, I'm just letting the hem settle, but really I'm just annoyed with it. Yeah, I just need to take it in. I need to wear it, take it in, and I think this is fixable. This, however, I do not think is fixable because I just hate the fabric that I've used. Cotton poplin is just, yeah, I feel like I should have really thought about what fabric I was using. Cotton poplin for something like this, probably not the greatest thing. Cotton poplin should be more for something like a shift dress for me, I reckon, or something with a little bit of structure, not something that like this anyway. So yeah, that's my recent fails that I've had. Oh, I've got one more as well, so let me show you. So I actually found this video, I'm actually finding this video really cathartic, because I'm just like offloading all the issues that I've been having. So this is a little bit of an older fail, but I just thought, while I'm on the topic of fails, let's just bunch them all together. So I probably will put out a happier video as well, but once I've kind of got my sojo back, I'll do that. But I was making the Hues dress by the Friday Pattern Company. Such a beautiful aesthetic on that. I love like the, is it princess seams and everything at the sides? Really pretty. But this is a really old fail, as I'd say. So this fabric I bought from Dewsbury Market years and years ago, and then just before I was pregnant with my little boy, I'd cut it up and everything, sizing wise. It was a little bit snug, but it, you know, it'll be okay. And then since then, obviously I've there's no way that I can fit into this now, and there's no point in me fooling myself and saying I will fit into this. I know that I won't. So I'm thinking, because that's where the button placket would be, so that's as far as I got then with it. I love the length on it, absolutely love the length. I love everything about it. I made, you know, made the little loops and everything. I got really far with it, but it's not going to fit me. So I need some more fabric basically, because I could just make this, extend this a little bit more at the front, and I just need some more space because it's not closing up at the front basically. I just need like a wedge to go at the front. But I obviously bought this years ago, this fabric. If anyone, please, if anybody knows where I could get more of this fabric, help. I've searched in Google for everything, you know, viscose, purple, mustard, flowers, white flowers, all sorts, and I just can't find anything. I've been to, not that same store, because I bought it on a weekday, and obviously I bought it, I think, on when I must have had a day off or something, and that market stall isn't, he doesn't open on a Saturday at Dewsbury Market, so I've not been able to get to that store, but it was years ago, so I doubt he'd have that fabric anyway. But if anyone has this fabric, I would be forever grateful. I'll buy it off you. So yeah, I think I need to set myself a time limit. If I don't find the fabric by, you know, a couple of months, then I just need to get rid of this, because I keep looking at it and saying, oh, it's not beautiful, I really want it. But if I, you know, I've thought about cutting it and then putting a wedge here, but I love the length of it. The length is just perfect. So yeah, I found that really cathartic actually, offloading all my fails into this video. But I feel like a little bit of real talk is needed as well, because sometimes I can see people making loads of items of garments and it can be so nice to watch, but when you're going through a bit of a time with your own sewing, it can be a little bit like, oh well, you know, I don't really want to continue sewing anymore. Oh no. But yeah, I think I had some really nice messages on Instagram, because I shared this on my Instagram stories the other day, and I had a few people that messaged me back, and they're like, you know, do like a tried and tested and this, but that's what this was, and this happened. I need to make a mystosis dress, don't I? I think that's what it's saying to me. Make a mystosis dress. You can't go wrong with that. But yeah, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. I shall be putting another video out hopefully, and telling you what I have made. And I was going to do a video about all my mystosis dresses as well. Someone asked me for that ages ago. I'm sorry, I'm just really slack with it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.